the September 2021 Founders Log update. So that's it, September's over. It was a pretty quiet month for Kimberley IT. We'd put out a lot of new content. Not much happened, to be honest, in the whole month. It was a pretty quiet month. We did get notifications that our EVs were on the way. So I've got a Polestar 2 on the way. And actually, as I record this, is the start of October. It'll be delivered in a few days' time. And I'm thinking about doing a video series on Android Automotive inside the car, because the Polestar 2 is the first car that has Google's Android Automotive built in and included. So I'm thinking about doing a series on how to work in the car using Android Automotive and how Google Workspace and all that can be plugged into it. And just, I don't know how it's going to be. I need to try it out and play around with it. But I'm thinking about doing a video series on that. So keep an eye on the YouTube channel in case I do that, and then you can watch those videos too. We did 2 new podcasts in September. One was about Google's messaging apps and the mess that it was in. So if you've been following Google messaging apps, you'll know from Google Talk, when that first came out back in like 2006 or something like that, all the way up to now. There's been many different messaging apps by Google, all competing against each other. Some make absolutely no sense. You did have a period of Google Hangouts from around about 2015 where everything seemed to be getting integrated into one app. And then Google, as they are, they decided to bust it out and start bringing messaging apps into YouTube, into Google Photos and everywhere else. But now we've got Google Chat. Google Chat's been around for a couple of years now, and it's getting really a lot of focus on it now and getting much more mature with a lot more useful features being added to it. So it looks like finally Google might be sticking to Google Chat, and that might be the replacement for the original Google Talk. And it's good. We use it all the time. So hopefully they'll stay that way and they won't decide to go and introduce a new messaging app at some point in the future, which they're notorious for doing. The other app, the other podcast we recorded was called Download As, and it's basically about a feature inside Google Chrome. So by default, a Chrome browser, it could be Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome, when you download it will stick it into your downloads folder on your computer, which sort of makes sense. However, it doesn't, because that folder ends up being full of junk and people never clear out their downloads folder. So they've got all this mixed match of data inside the downloads folder. So what we do is we flick a switch in our admin panel for Google Chrome that then pops up a window when someone hits a download file. So it pop up a window explorer or a finder window and allows them to then put that file in the correct place, file it away straight away, because otherwise they stick it in their downloads folder, they forget about it and it just sits around for ages, or they have to then go into their downloads folder and then move it into the right location. And it's so much easier if you can do that straight away. So a client sent you some accounts or something and you want to stick it into your client's folder, you can click download, the window opens, you can navigate in Google Drive on your local computer to that folder or wherever you want to save it, stick it in there rather than it being in the downloads folder. And because it's in Google Drive, then it's also backed up as well, so it makes far more sense. We rolled it out across the whole estate. There was about 5 people who didn't like it for some odd reason, but everyone else has been perfectly fine with it, and they understand and fully realise how much more sense it makes being able to file a download straight away, and the time it saves too. So Carl has made a load of new YouTube videos for our channel. Our YouTube channel is growing quite well at the moment, and we're continuing putting content out on there, and our watch hours are going up massively. So a load of new videos have gone out on there which you can go and watch on our YouTube channel and like them. And leave a comment as well if there's anything interesting you want to add to them. And we're constantly making new ones with some new series that we're working on that are going to come out soon as well. So keep subscribed to that channel and hit the bell notification. So for September, only 65 subscribers got in contact for assistance or support. Out of those, we had, what have I got up here? We had 46 of those were requesting assistance and 19 were requesting support where something's not quite working. Assistance is where they want to know how to do something better. Within 5 minutes, 44 of those subscribers, so 67%, were back up and running. 18 people took 5 to 30 minutes to get sorted. 2 people took over 30 minutes, and 1 person was a multi-day response because we had to wait for a third-party support company to get back in touch and do what they needed to do before they could get on with what they were doing originally. But that was the stats for that month, and we worked out that on here that we believe that if 24 subscribers would not have needed to get in contact with us if the businesses they work for continued to do periodic, regular training sessions. The problem is, the vast majority of businesses just do one-off training sessions and that's it, and they don't even bother doing it ever again. But because you're in the cloud and things are changing all the time, new features are getting added and stuff, you need to do regular training. So we recommend doing at least one training session per quarter for your teams, so they're always up to date and they know what to do. And that would have saved 24 people from needing to get in contact with us, and they could have got carried on with their work with knowing exactly what they need to do to start off with. But that's the way it is. So if you want training, go and look for the learning sessions by Kimberley IT, and that's all about Google Workspace training. But that's the update for this month. We'll be back next month once we've got our EVs as well, so they might feature in the video too. But keep subscribing, keep liking, and we'll speak to you next month. Thank you. Bye-bye.